Welcome to the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
And I'm Christy.
What are we doing today?
We're trying a new recipe called bacon fried rice.
All right, let's get to it.
Okay, so here's the beginning of the recipe. You're just going to, obviously, brown up some bacon. That's 3 slices that we just cut into half. And when you're done, you put it on a paper towel to drain the grease off. And then you're going to chop it up into little pieces. I will tell you that Dawn from Sensible Living with Money Mom requested some breakfast recipes, and so I was kind of looking around Pinterest. And when I came across this is called breakfast bacon fried rice. And I was like, well, that's different. So I decided to try this. We are having it for dinner tonight, but I feel like it's probably not so complicated that a person could make it for breakfast, because you're going to use day-old rice. So like if you timed it right where you had a dish for dinner that had rice, you could make extra so that you have at least 2 cups of rice left over, and that would be your day-old rice. And then all you got to do is like cook your bacon, and then you just throw everything back into the skillet. Well, after you scrambled eggs. And you've got bacon fried rice.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if that tastes good. But it sounds like a really different kind of unique breakfast idea to me. So we've got the bacon out of the grease. And now we're adding the eggs into the skillet.
Right, there, Phil.
How dare that shell try to get in there. Of course, if you ever have that happen, you can take the egg shell that you got in your hand, and I've heard that, and I've tried it, I think it works, I think I remember it working, that if you just go and you scoop along it, for some reason the little piece of shell will like come right to it.
How long
Okay,
will you do
I'll
this?
put a little salt and pepper on it. And as soon as it's scrambled, then you put it in a bowl and set it aside. Our next step was to add 2 tablespoons of sesame oil in the skillet, and also onions, which if you know our channel, you know we don't like the texture of onions, so we're skipping that step. And the next step, you're supposed to add green onions and your 2 cups of rice. And again, we're not adding onions, but we are going ahead and adding the rice in with our sesame oil. Okay, so you mix that well together. And so for us, we're just looking for it to mix well with the sesame oil. And then it's going to be time for us to move to the next step, which is okay, I forgot to chop up the bacon, so I had to do that real quick, but he added the eggs in there, now the bacon, and you just mix it well. And you can put some more green onions on the top when you're done with it, and you've got a complete dish.
All right, so you saw the recipe, and here is the finished product right there.
Yep. Like I said, this is called a breakfast bacon fried rice. And I was looking for something because Dawn from Sensible Living with Money Mom asked us to show some breakfast recipes, and when I saw this, I was like, wow, that's different.
Yep.
But I think it'd be a good dinner recipe as well as a breakfast
I
recipe.
like that. That's good. That's excellent.
That is really good.
Yep, that's good.
Yeah, I highly recommend that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you got the rice already cooked, it took what? 10 minutes maybe to cook
Oh yeah,
it.
that's why my kitchen looks a little crazy at the moment, because I didn't have any in between cooking time to clean up after myself, because it was like once you started putting everything together,
It was like
it's
boom,
like
boom, boom.
boom. Like, Done.
Yeah, that's good. Whew.
That is good. It says it's 4 servings. It doesn't look like very much. Of course, rice is kind of filling, so that might help.
Yeah.
But anyway, if you wanted to, I would say you might, like if you wanted to double up on this,
Yep.
then you could like have leftovers of it the second night, or like,
Yep.
and like I said, if you did it for breakfast, you could have it like, if you planned a meal the night before that used rice, make sure that you have 2 cups make enough that you have 2 cups left over, and the next morning make that for breakfast. And then if you doubled up on it, then of course you'd want more than 2 cups, you'd want 4 cups, but you could have that for leftovers or for breakfast for several mornings.
Oh yeah.
That way. So that would make it really easy. All you have to do is warm it up. So
That's true.
the other mornings.
Yeah.
So
All right.
yeah.
Excellent. So yeah, that's really good. So that's a big thumbs up on that. So,
That may be the best response we've ever had to a dish.
Yeah, I think
made.
so.
It's like,
think so. Yeah. So drop us a comment below. Let us know what you think about this recipe. If you'd like to try it, if you do try it, hit us up here also on the gram at Long Road with Joel and Christy. Let us know how it is and if you made any adjustments to it.
Yep.
Sometimes we did. We didn't make, or other than the onions, we didn't make any adjustments to this
Yes,
one, so.
yes. If you do the onions, then you're going to have some green and maybe some
Yeah.
translucent stuff in there, and
Sure.
so.
Yeah. So if you have recipes you'd like for us to try, drop us a comment below in the comment section. Let us know that. We're always looking for new recipes to try. And so I think that's going to do it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell for updates. We upload new videos on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes on the weekend, sometimes in between. You just kind of never know when we're going to drop one in there. But with that said, that's going to do it today for the Long Run with Joel and Christy. I'm Joel.
I'm Christy.
Don't forget it's a long run. Give yourself a little grace.
Bye.